So let me collect your answers. For A, you got
I got 250 ohms.
250 ohms. For B,
I got 0.48 amperes.
0.48 amperes. For C,
I didn't receive it, I did D.
you were stuck. For D,
I got 0.6 amperes.
0.60 amperes. Right, I'm not commenting, but I'm seeing two correct. So let me just go through it together. So
Okay.
study the diagram below and answer the questions that follow. Fig 4.8.5 shows four identical bulbs. There's important information here in a composite circuit. Given that each bulb has a resistance of 100 ohms, so we are aware that this is 100 ohms, this is 100 ohms, this is 100 ohms, this is 100 ohms. Right. Calculate item A, the total resistance in a circuit. This is a combination circuit. A and B are in parallel. A and B as a parallel system is in series with C and D. So what we are going to do is we are going to say the total resistance is equals to resistance of the parallel plus resistance of C plus resistance of D, since they are in parallel. These in parallel, we combine them, we form one resistor which is in series with C and D. So if we say resistance of C plus resistance of D plus resistance of the parallel, we have the total resistance of the combination. Now for the parallel, it's resistance of A times resistance of B divided by resistance of A plus resistance of B. That is going to give us the parallel value plus resistance of C plus resistance of, this would be D, plus resistance of D. With this, we can now say 100 times 100 divided by 100 plus 100, which is plus the 100 from RC plus the 100. And if you do this carefully, you are going to find a 50 plus 100 plus 100, which is going to give us 250 ohms, of which I applaud you. You got it right. I'll give you your 2 out of 2. Part B says calculate the total current flowing through the circuit. Every time they talk of total current, it's very simple. Total current is equal to total voltage over total resistance. What is the total voltage? 120 volts. What is the total resistance? 250, which is going to give us 0.48 amps, of which I applaud you. You got it right. Part C, calculate the voltage drop across C. If you look at it from a nodal or junction analysis point of view, the whole current passes here, the whole current passes here. Current divides at the node, at the junction. Then some will go upper branch, some lower branch, but at this point it will come to meet to form again the total current, meaning the current through C is the total current.
Yes, sir.
So the current through C is the total current. Therefore, we can say voltage across C is equal to current across C times resistance of C. What is the voltage across C? Its current 0.48, because we found the total current, times its resistance, which is 100, which is going to give us 48 volts. That was your question mark.
Yes, sir.
Now, once that is done, I will clear this for the other part of the question. We are looking for the current flowing through bulb B. Current flowing through bulb B was supposed to be very easy for you. Why? There is 100 ohms, 100 ohms, meaning current is going to divide equally. Which current is dividing? The total current, which is 0.48. So therefore, 0.48 would divide equally since resistance is equal on both branches. So this will be 0.24, this will be 0.24. So we can actually say current through B is equals to half of the total current since it's shared equally as the resistances are the same across the branches, which is half of 0.48 amps, which is equal to 0.24 amps. With this, you would have done this carefully. So this was your question, and I hope you have been helped, and we did lots of practice today.